Hi, my name is Vince Montero, and I'm the product manager for our PPC platform, Automated Data Solution, otherwise known as ads. In this video, I'll be providing a general overview of ads and its functionality. In other pro training videos, I'll be doing a deeper dive into each section of ads, so keep a lookout for those. Now let's get started with a look at the dashboard. When you first log into ads, the dashboard is going to be the first page you see. If you don't see any data on the dashboard, it might simply be because the account you're looking at doesn't have any data. In order to check which account you're looking at, you're going to want to click on this drop down and you'll see every single account associated with your ads account. Now, all of these are merchant IDs that you see listed here. So if you want to update those into a name that you'll remember or recall, you can do so by clicking on edit and it'll take you to the seller accounts page. This page gives you a 3-month snapshot of the account performance, as well as the marketplace in which the account is located. And if you see anything here that you do not want to have imported into ads, maybe it's an old account, something that you no longer are using, you can go ahead and hit the disable button and that will be removed. If you want to edit the name of a particular account, you just click on this icon and you can go ahead and update it to the account name. In this example, we'll just change it to test. And once you hit the dashboard button, you'll see at the top that it has been updated to test. Now, the dashboard is a high-level overview of the account based on a time frame that you enter. So if you want to change that time frame, you can either choose the pre-selected options here, or you can select a custom period. Now, the great thing about using ads is once your initial 60 days worth of data is uploaded, you're going to be able to see back to 2 years worth of data because we're going to save it for 2 years. That means you're going to be able to see season by season or year over year how your overall account is doing, which is something that it's going to be is more challenging in Seller Central considering they only save up to 90 days worth of data. At the top here, you've got your PPC spend, your PPC sales, your ACOS, and your total sales and your total ACOS. These last two here are only going to be completed or filled out if your MWS token is activated with us. Your total sales is simply your advertising sales plus your organic sales, which means your tacos or your total ACOS then is your PPC spend divided by that total sales. At the top just is an overview of your account totals. And then we've got top 5 products by spend and by sales. If you hover over each section of the pie chart, you can see the percentage of which each one of these products has made sales-wise or by spend. We've also included at the top your highest ACOS campaigns and highest spend keywords. These are, of course, important metrics that you want to pay attention to. If it's a high ACOS campaign, it might be something that you want to dive into right away, as well as high spend keywords. If you hover over the icons next to the keywords, you'll be able to see some information, such as the campaign names, its ad group, how much you're currently paying for it, and match type. The charts at the bottom are designed for you to see a quick overall account level view of your how your campaigns are doing on a day-by-day basis. Once you hover over the different dates, you can see how it adjusts actually for each one of the charts. And you can change these to whatever metrics you want. So if you want to see sales over against ACOS, for example, you can make that adjustment and again hover over the different days to see how they're doing sales versus ACOS. Another great thing that we've added is at the bottom of each chart, you'll see a current versus previous period. So in these examples, you were looking at a month's worth of data, but you can see at the bottom here that current month listed as well as the previous month. So whatever metric you enter here, you're going to see the current period and the previous period to see what that change is. In this example, you spent $588 more in the current month versus the previous month. Your analytics section is also another high-level view of your account and includes all the important metrics that you want to see when reviewing your campaigns. Now, if you don't remember what some of these terms mean, we've went ahead and included tooltips so that you can hover over each one of these columns and get the definition for each one of these terms. We default the sorting by spend, but if you want to see how the campaigns are doing by ACOS, you can go ahead and do that as well. And any of these columns will sort. Another way to look at the data is by the status. So you can change that to paused or enabled or archived if you so choose. And we've also included a filter here that will help you drill down into different metrics that you want to say. If you want to see campaigns that have only done over $50, for example, you can go ahead and apply that and it will adjust it for you. We've also included a columns filter. So if you don't want to see any of the columns that are pre-selected here, you can go ahead and remove those and it will adjust for you. Once you've drilled down into the data, it might be something you want to export. So we've added that feature here. We will email you a CSV or Excel file, either based on all the pages, of which there are 12 in this one, or you can just do it by the current page. Now, at the top here, you can see there's different levels of the analytics view. The one you start on is campaign, but there actually is a level before that called the portfolio level. Portfolios are basically just folders that you create in Seller Central, not currently in ads, that house different types or different products of campaigns. You could do it by design, by style, by product type. And you can see at a high level then how that particular grouping of campaigns is doing in the portfolio level. The campaign level is the level that is defaulted when you come to this page, but you can also drill down again by ad group level. You can then drill down even further to keyword level and search term level, and so on. Now, the great thing about the search term level is that if you see anything immediately that you want to act upon, we've created this clipboard feature. So you can go ahead and copy either each one individually, or maybe you want to copy all the search terms on a particular page. And you can then move those into a campaign as a negative or a new keyword if you'd like to. The keyword level has a handy feature that we added because we have a lot of users that have said we don't know how many times we've had a keyword in a particular campaign. So that's what the show duplicates button is for. And that gives you an idea of how many times you've had the same keyword in different campaigns. Now, the product level is another important level I just want to highlight because it is also the only other place where we're able to highlight the total sales and the tacos. And why is that important? Because it kind of gives you a nice overview of how your PPC campaigns are affecting your organic sales. Again, once the MWS token is activated, you will see this column. If it's not activated, then these two columns would just be empty. The next section we're going to look at is the ad manager, which is very similar to the campaign manager within Seller Central. And this is where you'll be able to do things like pause enabled campaigns or archive them. You can change the daily budgets. We've also included a trends chart so you can see ACoS versus sales on how this particular campaign has done on a day-by-day basis. And then if you want to sort through this, of course, you can sort it by archived, enabled, and paused. You can sort by type. Currently, we only support sponsored brands and sponsored products, but sponsored display is coming. And then, of course, you can also drill down by auto and manual campaigns. We also have an ad campaign feature, so you can add campaigns and create campaigns in ads, but we're going to go over that in a separate tutorial. Once you click on a particular campaign, it takes you into it where you can see the different ad groups. At this level, of course, you can also do the same things, pause or delete. You can change the default bids for your ad groups. You can look through the data here. At the keyword level, we're looking at the high level keyword, and each one of these is at a high level because we didn't click on a particular ad group. So once you click on an ad group, that actually takes you into it, and you can then look at it based on the search terms, negative keywords, and the products that are within that particular ad group. But if you want to just see at the high level, here are for looking at keywords for all three of these particular ad groups that you saw listed there. The search terms are going to be, again, also for all three of the ad groups that you've seen there, and so on and so forth to the negative keywords, and then the products for the entire campaign. The next section is suggestions. And this is a feature that we have displayed here, the reasons why we're making some of these keyword suggestions. You can see here that for very high ACoS campaigns, we're suggesting that you decrease your bid by this amount. For low ACoS ones that have performed, we're suggesting that you increase this particular amount here. And then we've got some other ones like low sales, low impressions, No sales in the CTR is low and decreased, but low sales and impressions, but the CTR might be good, maybe suggested increase. So you can see here that we've also got different columns. Last update shows you when the last time this particular keyword was updated. So in this example, this keyword here, polarized sunglasses, was last updated on February 8th. So based on that time frame till today, we're making this suggestion because it had a very high ACoS. If you want to know when these suggestions were made, we've included a timestamp here at the top with a date and the time. And you can also then sort these keyword bids by the type of campaign. So we're currently looking only at keyword bid suggestions for sponsored products that are keyword based, but we also can show you sponsored product campaigns that are PAT based or ASIN based. Those are your product targeting campaigns, or sponsored brands. Now, this one doesn't have any since this is just a test account, but if you had those types of campaigns, you would see keyword bid suggestions for all of those. You can also sort by portfolio name, campaign name, or ad group name. So we really give you the ability to really drill down into the suggestions that you're looking at on any given page. The new keywords and the negative keywords are only going to be visible if you've created a campaign within ads. So once I go over the campaign creation pro training, then we're going to go over a suggestions pro training where you'll be able to see actually how the new keywords and the negative keywords work as well. The final section we're going to review is our products. And this is very similar to profits. So if you, again, do not have your MWS token activated, this page is going to be blank. But if you do have it, you're going to go ahead and see this data here. And the difference is in ads that you can actually click on an ASIN, and then you can drill down into the campaigns in which that particular ASIN has ever been in. You'll see some are paused or enabled here, but you can also see the ACoS, sales, and spend for that ASIN for these particular campaigns. So that can be a really handy feature when you're looking at this account and maybe there's some things in here that you haven't run in a while that you might want to go ahead and test again. So that is the high level overview of ads. Make sure you come back here to the pro training button because we're going to be adding more tutorials to help you on your continued successful journey with ads by Helium 10. Thanks, guys.